transponder wasn't working, or if he had didn't have the transponder on the motorcycle, but tough break for him. So again, fastest bike on the racetrack in that group was Jared Lowe. A 2:3.806 moves into 7th for the Jet. Maxwell will slide down 1 spot. Justin Jones on the 91. He was also out there. He goes up to 9th. Morgan Mishler drops all the way back to 10th. Remember, the exhaust packing was coming out of that motorcycle. Group number 3 getting set to roll onto the racetrack. The 14, Jacob Lehman. He's from up here in the Pacific Northwest. He actually won here in the AFT, what was the AFT singles class back in 2012. Jacob Lehman took the win. He's on the 14 bike. 53 is Blake Steinwagner. 132 is Pierce. 174 is Handy. 221 is Miller. The 11, Andrew Luker. 121, Jacob Cassio. 107 is Wyatt Vaughn. 194 is Damon Cameron. I believe those the riders on the racetrack. And here they go, getting a good practice start taken care of. There's Lehman. Lehman on the 14 bike. Remember, he won here back in 2012. Definitely knows his way around the racetrack. Lehman on the 14. This should be a quick lap. This is our first round of practice. There's the 174. Handy. Bronson Pierce, the 132. Ray Handy on the 174. I believe I've called his name before at American Flat Track. Here comes Andrew Luker on the 11. Luker's taking a sneak peek up the inside. The 11 going up the inside. Andrew Luker from California. Racing a lot at the Lodi Cycle Bowl. We'll get tuned up for this one. Got a little boy that's racing now. Oh, he gets a little bit squirrely off the landing of that jump right there. Saves it, though. Nice recovery by the 11 of Andrew Luker. He's up to the 10th spot right now in this first round of practice. Always love his leathers with the checkered down there at the bottom, down there where they cover the boot. There's the 132 on the screen. 132, Bronson Pierce on the Honda. So far a 24.214 for Bronson. He's back there in 20th. The flat trackers don't run the front brakes very often and hardly ever hit a jump. They do have a TT course down there at the Lodi Cycle Bowl as well. Andrew Luker goes up to 6th on the number 11 motorcycle as Pierce goes up the racetrack down here, turn number 1. Luker up to the 6th position on the 11. There's the 174 back on the screen. Ray Handy, 24.120. Back to the 11, Andrew Luker. It's the Rackley Racing Yamaha. Barely putting that right foot down through the right-hander. Much smoother on the jump that time. Keep it low down here in the final corner, going up just above the groove. Maybe it's working out for him. Now he drops it down to the groove. Checker flag is out. Front wheel comes up, getting hooked up, coming up that final corner. Luker will end up in the 6th position. That's going to be it for our first and only round of practice for the AFT singles riders. They will enter and exit the racetrack over there in turns 1 and 2. It's a cool swinging gate. That thing swings sideways and lets everybody on and off the racetrack. So there's a look at your singles practice time. 79, Dalton Gauthier at the top spot, 2:3.496. Cody Kopp is 2nd. James Ott is 3rd. Trevor Bruner 4th. Kitchen on the 80 bike goes all the way up to 5th. 6th in that last group is Andrew Luker, 2:3.746. Chase Sadoff will go down 1 spot. Jared Lowe will also drop 1 position to 8th. Maxwell in 9th, and Justin Jones rounding out your top 10. That was your AFT singles first and only round of practice. 13 of Mishler